now, but it's a pain in the butt for me because I gotta clean up the mess whenever someone new comes along. By the way, Evie's looking sick or something. Her skin is getting all wrinkly and she's getting gray hairs. Is that supposed to happen? It's almost like she's getting old all of a sudden.
That's crazy.
If she don't have no one to talk to, then she probably gets old.
2 herbs and you might want to use it on more things.
I didn't use the health yet, so I'm alright.
Yeah, but you might want to use it on there. Sure, anything else?
I'm looking.
You said there was a save in the next room? Yes.
Not this one, but there's another room up.
Check that door. Yeah.
Infection report. Blah, 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 blah. Nothing.
I think it is an infection report.
Oh, this report, I don't even know why I did that. This report details the symptoms that appear when the bacteria that grows inside of the E-series infects a human. Be sure to read this document thoroughly before dealing with E-series.
Weaponized assets.
Hereafter referred to as mold. In the initial infection, the mold ingests nutrients from the subject's body to propagate itself and slowly takes over cells within the body. As a side effect of this, the affected subject gains remarkable regeneration abilities. During experiments, we moved arms and legs from test subjects and found that they were able to collapse the amputated limbs in the matter of minutes. Mid-stage infection. Once the mold reaches to the brain, the subject's thoughts become in tune with those of the E-series asset. I think that means Evelyns series asset. The subject starts to hear things and experience hallucinations and soon comes under complete control of E-series assets. If this state continues, the host will lose all sense of ego. Yeah, that was happening to that girl. Complete infection. After every cell in the body has been taken over by the mold, the subject begins to lose their human form. Physically mutations differ from case to case, but all results in him or her are acquiring incredible physical strength. Containing a subject at this stage would be extremely difficult. All over the... That's the girl. 10 minutes after dose death. Necrotoxin. Necrotoxin E-series dosage test. 12 minutes after dose cell calcification. 5 minutes after dose vomiting. Yeah, we're getting close to the boss. Telling us everything we need to know about him. Oh, come on. Let me do this first. Necrotoxin destroys cells of any subject based on the E-series bioweapon model used only for disposal of E-series assets. Toxin must first be stimulated before use. Do this, placing a symbol of E-series cells into the necrotoxin container.
That's how.
Yeah, this is what she had, but we wasn't able to. Yeah, we wasn't able to figure it out because it was all busted out.
The serum. Yup, there it is. So when you guys make another serum. Yup, you was able to save me with the first one.
And we could have saved the other girl. She came.
Was the nail in the coffin?
Yeah, you could have
Yeah,
said
just
both
gave it to
people.
me, but it didn't even work.
Yeah, you could have saved both pieces.
If you would have saved Zoe, you would have to fight me.
The projects are.
Let me read it.
Okay.
Okay. This project was instigated in 2000 as one of the several concepts of the company's next generation experimental battle security initiative, working with technical assistance from HCF to develop a bioweapon for neutralizing combatants. En masse with minimal direct contact, NextBus was later folded and all its assets diverted to the project. What makes this project markedly different from conventional weapons is the ability to turn enemy combatants into allies, converting hostile elements into willing servants. Since this effectively eliminates the cost of not only POW handling but also combatants itself, it's no wonder we had the blank and even blank's blank organization chomping at the bit to get on board. I wonder who's blank. The project would never have existed were it not for the discovery in RAC. I wonder if that's raccoon. In blank of blank. The remarkability progress, vicariant evolution, fungus that we commonly term the mutamycete, whatever. The fabrication method for each bioweapon was to introduce the mutagenome to a pre-staged human embryo and perform cultivation in a controlled environment over a period of 38 to 40 weeks. The resultant organisms were referred to as candidate specimens and graded based on the usability from the impractical and faulty. Series A through D to the perfected E series, a common appearance was selected for the bioweapons, that of a roughly 10-year-old girl to ensure ease of blending in with urban refugee populations. So they did that to that little girl on purpose. The first E series specimen, named Evelyn, has proven capable of secreting the muto blank blank from her tissue at will. It is also of note that Evelyn's mutacrete imposes a profound control over body and mind when introduced into a host's organism. We still have a lot to learn about the mechanism, but We still have a lot to learn about the mechanism by which Evelyn achieves and maintains this control. But the working theory is that the vector is similar to the auto-inducer pheromones used to quorum sensing in Pseudomonas bacteria. Evelyn's control is exerted in a series of discrete stages, the first of which is hallucination. Almost immediately after infection, the subject begins to see images of Evelyn, though she is not in fact there, and even hear her voice, which is inaudible to anyone else. Auditions with infected subjects throughout the stages of infection revealed that at first, the phantom Evelyn appears to be a normal young girl, sometimes desiring companionship or assistance. As time progressed, she begins making more and more extreme demands, including self-mutilation and attacks on other people. The psychological shock this induces helps to break down the mind's neutral barriers to Evelyn's brainwashing effect, and by the time mental control is achieved, the mutacrete infection has progressed throughout the body cells so that the body long blank.
Let's talk about a couple words.
There you go.
He saw 7 pages, he was like, oh man. Let's think about, should I read this?
It will suck if we have to read this. Look at that.
Yeah, that's like
100. It's like you're reading the whole story about this.
I think Yeah, no.
Okay, I'll read 4. Evelyns functions also include the ability to form organisms from mycelia, the fungal filaments. The term organism is used loosely here. Strictly speaking, they are superorganisms formed of countless mycelia. What's important though is that they exhibit a strong survival instinct and will defend themselves forcibly with the slightest provocation. Their fungi toughness is remarkable strength, give them significant battlefield potential. Like when he was doing this, the researchers have been calling these superorganisms the molded, made of mold and also molded as in shape. The name has a certain elegance to it. For the treatment of accidental infections, performing I thought I knew what it was a little bit. On samples of Evelyns' body tissue produces a unique fungicidal or something serum. Administering the serum to an affected subject will cause the mycelia to calcify by the
that's what your bones are made out of, calcium. So it will make it hard, like bone.
But if the subject cells are already largely invaded, the serum will be fatal since the treatment window is so small. The serum primary use is therefore disposal of infected subjects rather than a cure. In exploring the serum's potential, we found that subjects to blame would enhance its effects to extreme potential, becoming potency becoming a compound we now call necrotoxin, which blank in every tiny amount.
Exploring the serum potential, we found that subjecting it to blank would enhance. Okay. Go ahead. Yes.
What's been interesting to observe in Evelyns' behavior is her obsession with the concept of family and experience. There's something out there. Experience we found on multiple occasions that infected subjects were compelled to act as her mother or father, treating her as if she were really their daughter. Why did she settle up upon family as a theme of her mental control? This is just speculation. But it could be though that she instinctively understands that a family unit is better suited to blending into social groups than a lone girl. On the other hand, well, a sentimental sort might suggest that she's making up for her perceived lack of love in her quarantined upbringing of parents' love. I did. I said quarantined. It's on the back. I'm trying to get out of here.
Oh, see, you're going to rock.
Wait.
That's
my grenade launcher, so wait.
At least it's in there. Same stuff.
so now I think there's a boss. I have fun. There's a boss.
This might be the boss.
Yep. See.
B-A-W-S.
Okay. Okay, guys. I think this is the boss. Nope. Nope. Well, not yet. Yeah.
I think this is the boss, guys. I think we're out of
Let me run.